sent James out to get us Nero because we wanted to stay in bed, and obviously when they heard our order they knew that it was us, so they put hi and Merry Christmas, and they've given her like loads of love free chocolates. Oh my god, I love them so much. Oh no.
Gosh. And the thingy, I mean her friend and Woodman.
Okay, we've got a massive haul here. What do we got in here? We may have gone a little bit crazy in the announcement for lockdown. We needed a bit of cheering up and then maybe went a bit far. This one's yours. And then new Tilly. This one, Other Words for Home.
What's this one? Is this one mine?
Well, yeah, I guess. I think I got this one for me, but I think it should be okay.
Is that one mine too?
Yeah. And also, so I think I'm gonna chat about my January TBR in a different vlog. Like I might do it tomorrow, the next day, depending on when all the books get in. And that's when I'll sort of say about these ones, because I've decided, oh sorry, did I bonk you? I've decided that January is just going to be about graphic novels and potentially also kids books, simply because it's going to be the worst month ever. So I'm going to need a lot of really easy, lighthearted reading. But I can say about these other ones now that we got in the box. The first one is Like the Willow Tree by Lois Lowry. So for one of the things I'm doing, either Pop Sugar or Reading Women, I can't remember now to be honest, but it's to reread a favourite. I don't really like to reread books, that's not really my bag. I like to be surprised by stuff no matter what I'm reading. So I thought I'll return to a favourite series that I had. So not a book that I've read, but a series I've read a lot of. And I used to read when I was a kid these Dear America books. I don't know if any of you know those, kids from the 90s, you maybe know. And the books look a little bit different in their reincarnation, but this is one of them, and Lois Lowry wrote it. So she wrote The Giver as well. So Like the Willow Tree is the name of this one, and it's about a girl who lives through the 1918 Spanish flu epidemic. So I'm actually pretty excited about that one. I think I'll like that one. The next one is for the Reading Women Challenge as well. It's a middle grade book with a Muslim character or a Muslim author or something like that. So for that I'm going to read Other Words for Home by Jasmine Varga? I don't know if you can see how it's written. It's sort of laid out in a sort of unique way, which I quite like. Jude never thought she'd be leaving her beloved older brother and father behind all the way across the ocean in Syria. When things in her hometown start becoming volatile, Jude and her mother are sent to live in Cincinnati with relatives. That one. The next one for a prompt for the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge one. I can't remember the prompt, but I'll put it up once I figure it out. And that's Tilly and the Map of Stories. So these Tilly books, I read the first two. And this is the third one that's just out. And Sarah, Your True Self, she sort of prompted me to know that this was out. I didn't know the third one was out. I thought I was going to be able to get it from the grocery store initially, but then they shut down the grocery store's abilities to sell books. So that sort of murdered that. I had to get it online. But I'm excited for that one. This one is middle grade as well. So it has some pictures, but not a whole lot. But the ones that it does have are really cute. Strange things are happening. A man comes into Pages and Company looking for a book, then suddenly can't remember it. Tilly and her family feel like the world is changing but can't put their finger on why. Meanwhile, the Underwoods still have their sights set on Tilly. Leaving the safety of the bookshop, Tilly and her best friend Oscar head to America to find the legendary archivists and save book wandering. And then two books that I can read with this bud. She loves these graphic novel things for kids, and also I love them. It's something we can read together. She likes them because they have loads of pictures and action and stuff like that, and I like them because they're not actually really intense kids books, they're proper books so they don't get too boring. Okay, but the first one we have is Roald Dahl's The Witches turned into a graphic novel by Penelope Bagot. Don't know how you say that. So Roald Dahl is a Cardiff boy, so he's from the city that we live in now. So he's a bit of like a local superstar as well as being a global star. And so we have read all these already, like all of his ones, like The Witches and James and the Giant Peach and stuff already. But this is like a new version. It's like a graphic novel version, so we're pretty excited about that. This is The Witches. We've read The Witches before, do you remember? But this is like a graphic novel version of it. The next one that I'm going to read with this bud is The Cardboard Kingdom by Chad Sell. And I don't really know a whole lot about this one, to be honest. But it looks really cute. I'm really excited about it. This was the summer a neighborhood of kids transformed their ordinary block into a cardboard kingdom. Cool.
It's coming up.
Okay. We've had a bit of a windfall again. Some of these I think we ordered and some I think are from other people. Should we wait for Christmas to open it since it's wrapped? You think we should open it now? Oh, it's from Sean and Bert. Yeah?
Oh, it's books. Oops. Oh.
Oh, yeah! Oh, wow! Do you remember we were watching Sean made these? We watched on our video that she made these. We can put it on the tree.
Oh, candies. Candy.
Oh, wow!
Wait.
Oh, is it about kitten?
Yeah.
Ah, thank you, Sean and Bert. Oh, yeah, that's fab. That's fab, isn't it? I can say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, seriously? This is lush. Is this like a Japanese one? I've never even heard of this one.
Whoa.
Oh, these are the slippers we bought Daddy. Do you want to go give them to Daddy?
Okay. What's
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Really big.
It's gorgeous.
Right.
Yeah.
What is my green?
Oh, it matches.
And
Gorgeous.
smiley face over here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that can be the Christmas. That can be the star.
Oh, yeah.
And that can be the present.
Perfect. So the Bias Breaker readathon ended yesterday, so I had to make sure that I got through my last Bias Breaker readathon book, and I did do, because I'm awesome. I finished White Sky Black Ice by Stan Jones. I don't know if you can see, it's not the best light. But like, this was amazing. I loved the crap out of this, and I think I might read the next one. I'm pretty sure it's a series. I think I might read the next one. Like, to be honest, you're either into this kind of book or you're not, you know? You're either a person who's into like these police murder mystery type things, or you're not. But if you are, this one was fantastic. So the idea is, it's a policeman. He was born in Chukchi, in this like Inupiat area in northern Alaska, like really far north, like even farther than Nome, however. But he was born to a teenage girl, so she like adopted him out, like sort of like open adoption to these two white people in Anchorage. So he grew up in the city in like a sort of, you know, average American sort of childhood situation. But then he was transferred back as a police officer. He's part of the Alaska State Troopers. He was transferred back to Chukchi, this area where he was born, to sort of work there for a year or whatever. Like in his mind, he's like, I'm only here for a year and then I'm leaving. But you sort of see his relationship to his birth mother and to like the community that he was born in, but also like a feeling that he doesn't feel like he belongs there because he was raised elsewhere, but because he is like an Indigenous person and sort of belongs to this Inupiat community, he doesn't feel like he's fully in the sort of Anchorage world as well. Anyway, I love these ones, particularly these books, where like the police officer's like really gruff, you know, and he like can't be bothered about stuff and he's always annoyed by stuff. Like he's whip smart, so he like, you know, gets on a case and he like solves it in a minute and then he's like, ugh, still can't be bothered about stuff. Like a bit of a rebel, like a rogue policeman, does what he's not supposed to. Anyway, and like it's got really good setting, like the village setting of the sort of Inupiat community is really interesting and like well set up. The characters are really good. There's like extra sort of things going on in the background, like politically and like with the mine and sort of like environmental protection stuff. There's like several different layers of the mystery. Like, it was good, guys. It was good. Anyway, because I finished that one, I've come back to The Yellow House by Sarah M. Broom, which is amazing, by the way, but I keep bumping it to read other things. So it was my last one to read for nonfiction November, and I keep like I'm not that far in. I'm only like that far. I don't know if you can see. And I'm really enjoying it. It's about this woman who was raised in New Orleans, and like the house that she grew up in and the family she grew up in New Orleans, but then the house was destroyed in Hurricane Katrina. I need to finish it before the end of the year, and I've decided this is my Everest. I will finish this before the end of the year. God, I just saw on the news that loads of people are like predicting another roaring 20s for the decade. Like after this pandemic and everything, people locked in that whole time. They reckon it's going to cause another like extreme period of like sociability and everything like that, like another roaring 20s. Like, I'm just going to say right now, I'm committing to this right now. You know, like anyone who's with me, like it's going to be a struggle to stay wild for a full 10 years, but like I'm dedicated to the project. Anyone who wants to come with me, please do.